Hi folks, great to see you. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Today I'm starting a new series on the blues on the piano. And I'm going to put out a video every day, Monday through Friday, and just take things one step at a time. So I encourage you to tune in every day, and also to take whatever's in the lesson and practice it so you'll be ready for the next lesson. All right, in lesson number 1, I'm going to just start with the basic left hand pattern and the chords in the right hand and kind of the overall form of the blues. So let's get started. You have to know what to do with the left hand. It's just this. There's lots of things you can do. And that was 2 bars. Now the blues will go 4 bars in the key of C like that. And then we'll have 2 bars of F. And by the way, you don't have to go up to F. You could go down to F. That's 2 bars. And then you're going to come back for 2 more bars on C. Then G. Again, you could have gone down, then F. Now, only one measure each of G and F. So here's what it sounds like. G, 1, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. And the last 2 bars, you can do a turnaround. And we're going to do a turnaround, but we're going to play 1 bar of C. And then hit that C, and then that's our turnaround. That gets us back to the beginning. And then we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to add the right hand. And the right hand is going to do exactly what the left hand's doing, but it's going to add this middle note here. So it's a C chord, and then that's really an F chord, but the chord symbol is just going to say C7th. This is just kind of going back and forth between the 2 chords. Very typical a way of guitar players also play the blues. So. Okay, yesterday we did our basic pattern like this. You can do it this way, or you can use your second finger and then your thumb. It's kind of up to you. I've seen it done both ways, so either way works pretty well. Today we're going to really do almost exactly the same thing. The left hand will just stay the same. The right hand, instead of playing the whole chord, we're going to start off with just the top 2 notes and then kind of seesaw back and forth between our thumb and the top notes of the chord. So, right? The hard part is to play the left hand along with the right hand. So you got to play it here and here, right? With the same thing. And then up here, it's, right? And this is a shuffle rhythm. So it's 1 and 2 and 3. It's not 1 and 2 and 3. It's 1 and 2 and 3. It's based on a triplet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, triplet, triplet, 1 and 2, and different ways you can count it, but that's what it's based on. So here we go. Now 2 more measures. Yeah, as you get close to that turnaround, the last measure of C, make sure you hit that C there at the end and then go like that. Okay, now you also notice my fingering. You can do different things. You can use 3 and 5. You could use 2 and 4. You could even do something like 3 and 5 and 2 and 4 up there. And you'll notice I did a variation. I went up to here once. All right, so that's a variation you can do on every chord. And here it is on F. And it's easier than getting up there with your pinky to use your fourth finger. And then in G. That's the easiest one because it's all white keys. And as far as doing those variations, you can just throw them in wherever you want. You don't ever have to do them, but you can play for a while here, throw it in right away. You could even do it twice in a row like that. The thing I'm going to try to keep you from doing is don't do it with the left hand. I mean, you could. It sounds fine to go up like that. You could certainly do it, but learn how to do going up there and going back down to the G here. And today we're going to do the all-important turnaround. This comes at the end of each chorus of the blues, and it's something that will make your blues start to really sound authentic. So let's go. So in addition to the turnaround, I want to show you another variation. This goes back to our very first video, and you'll like this one when you're playing just the block chords like this. On any beat, you can go left, right, left with your hands. Like, check this out. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. Now you could do it on a different beat. Do it on the fourth beat. 1, 2, 3, left, right, left. Left, right, left, and then solidly again. Okay, and you're going to find that very useful, not just for that little pattern, but all kinds of things. You'll see. We're going to do the turnaround. All right, this is, if you listen to a lot of blues, you'll hear this all the time. It goes like this. And then we'll use the turnaround we were using before at the end at this turnaround. So now our turnaround's 2 measures long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to the top. Okay, now here's how it breaks down. Hit the C twice, then add the B flat, then the A flat, and then hit this one once, and do. Now notice that once you make the initial jump to B flat, it's just using every note, so B flat, A flat, and G. And the left hand does something similar, just single notes though. Don't hold the C down and do this. So just C, E, then go by half steps. F, F sharp, G, and the turnaround. Here it is together. Okay? And look, here's the, once you get that down, you can use that left, right, left thing too. Check this out. Today we're going to work on triplets with the right hand while we play the basic pattern with the left hand. Originally told you this is based on a triplet pattern. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to play triplets with our right hand. We're going to do something really simple. It's like a Chuck Berry thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And every once in a while you can do that, or you could slide it like a grace note. Or you can play it as one of the notes, like da, da, da. All right, and it goes along with our typical left hand here. So here we go. Okay, now we're going to get to F. And it'll sound okay in F2, but I'm just going to play the F chord as a triplet. And then for C, I could play the C chord like this. Or do that. Can you expand on that a little bit? Today we're going to be doing, we're going to take the triplets that we worked on yesterday and try to incorporate that into a few new patterns that we can use. So let's get after it. All right, so we have some patterns. The seesaw pattern, very important. I hope you practice this one a lot. And that was the triplet. So you got to use 2 and 4 up here. So if you haven't done that yet, practice the seesaw pattern like this, either with 3 and 5, going to 2 and 4, or just use 2 and 4. And then, okay, now this is hard to put together, so let me break it down really slowly. First, and here's the 4th beat now. We start off the same way, but on that middle part of the triplet, it's triplet, so triplet. And this is only playing triplet, like that. So triplet, all right, triplet. And, you know, if you have a hard time getting this together, I've found that by practicing, you know, just the part that's really giving you trouble and nothing else, just that one little part over and over again, you'll get it. So, like that. Maybe add that on the end there, like that. So, right, and just practice that. 1, 2, 3. All right, so here it is. 1, 2, 3. All right, and here it is in context. Okay, of course you can do it on F. And And that time I did it on the second beat instead of the fourth beat, so. And of course you can do it on G. Today we're going to be working on the all-important blues scale. This is the thing now that's really going to get you sounding like a real blues player, using the blues scale. And it's just simply this. Now, it's easier coming down, so we're going to start by learning it coming down. Start with your third finger, and then cross with your fourth finger. All right. So you can practice like... just play right along with your left hand if you like. That'll help you learn the scale. But what we really want to do is use this as a triplet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, triplet, triplet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and remember, this is only playing on the first and third notes of the triplet. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. All right? I've seen people struggle with this for 5 or 10 minutes before they get it, but once you get it, it's like riding a bike. And so once you get it, play it over and over and over again, hundreds of times, thousands of times. All right? And when you get good at that, then you cross over with 4, and this is the next triplet. All right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you've got a measure that you can just play like that and then do it again. There's our fourth measure. Let's go to F. Same blues scale. C. G, by the time you get down to the end of it, you'll have to go to F. So here it is. And then do the turnaround. I'm just going to show you some of the things that students have come up with. So here's some ideas. Okay, so let's just put everything together, you know, and this is something, you may not realize this yet, but you probably have already figured this out, that all these little devices, all these little things that we've learned, they're what you say modular. In other words, you could take one idea and stick it in a different place in the blues, and you could just kind of mix and match all this stuff together. So you could start off with block chords, and right away switch to these, a seesaw. You can put the variation in. You can do... That was 4 bars, so on to F. Now, since you just learned all those things, you may not be able to throw them all together the way I did, but you know, just keep experimenting with them and just have fun with it. Just keep trying new things and you'll come up with lots of good stuff. I guarantee it. Especially if you keep listening to the blues, because it will come out in your playing. As you gain more and more ability, that the stuff that you're listening to is going to start coming right out through your fingers. So in the blues scale, if you take 2 notes of the blues scale and play it as a triplet like this, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, triplet, triplet, and put it with the left hand, you get a nice thing. Okay, so you probably saw me do this before, but you can kind of alter that turnaround like this. I have 2 C's now, and I'm going to add that note. So, and since I've got 3 notes there, I could kind of use it as a triplet like this. All right, and now I mean, there's so many variations. You can do octaves in the left hand. Left-right thing, and actually you can reverse the parts. You know, you can go like, well, don't do it that way, but just learn to do like this, and now you can keep the C in there, and the left hand does what the right hand used to do. So, all right, now I'm going to show you some variations on this thing. All right, so check it out. That's a kind of a cool way. Or you can even do 5 notes. And that'll kind of help you get back around to the beginning. Something like that. Here's a variation got from Ray Charles. Hit it twice this time, and then keep going down like that, and keep the G right there. Okay? Okay, hi again, everyone, and here's a variation on the turnaround, and this is really kind of a different turnaround now than the other ones. It's going to go like this. There's a Bob Dylan song that goes this way, but the whole song is just turnarounds like that. And the left hand goes. All right, so you do those things at the same time. C first, and then you go up there, and then everything just moves down by half step. So look carefully. Now this one's going down there, this one's going down there, this one's going down there. All right, so here it is.